Hi, welcome to There I Said It. I am your host, Chelsea Autumn, and today we are going to be talking about sexualization in the media, which is something that I think is, a real problem in this day and age, especially right now. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about, this is Elsa. By the way, say hi. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about the show um, or the movie on Netflix called Cuties. Now, I posted a post, I guess, on Facebook before it came out talking about how awful it was. It is absolutely awful. Like the promotion that they show with these 11-year-olds, okay? 11-year-olds dancing like, I mean, just like they're learning things from our culture, and it's very very disheartening. Um, However, I did watch the whole movie, and I actually think it's a pretty good movie. I think that the promotions that's been shown of the 11-year-olds in their leotards doing their dance routine, I think is really really difficult to watch and very inappropriate, and just disgusting, to be honest. However, I do think that the movie has a good message, and I know that I'll probably get a lot of backlash from this. But I think if people actually take the time to watch the movie, you'll see that. Because towards the end of the movie, there is a point where Ami, the little girl in the movie, she's actually raised in a Muslim family, and her mother is going through a lot because her father is away and he's remarrying, or he's getting married again to another woman. So that's really, really hard for obviously her mother. And Ami, the daughter, the 11-year-old daughter, heard all of this conversation via phone. So she's going through a lot. And then she finds these girls who are, the cool girls or friends, and she wants to be a part of them. So she starts to dress like them, want to be in their dance troupe. She realizes she can get a lot of likes by posting sexy photos. And that's really disturbing because that's a huge problem that's going on right now. So this is not something new. This is something that's been going on for a while. In the last part of the movie, I'll go back to that. There's a point where Ami is doing the dance routine, and she basically is supposed to be maybe like at her mom's husband's or her dad's new wedding. So she starts to break down and kind of cry on stage when she's doing the inappropriate sexy dance routine, and she leaves the stage. So I think that's a really major factor in the movie that a lot of people aren't seeing, and I think it's pretty eye-opening. So I think it's actually a good. I know it's like I'm going to get so much crap for saying this, but I think it's a really inspirational movie at the end because she starts to cry and she realizes that she doesn't want to do this and she doesn't want to, be this sexy girl and get all this attention, and it actually made me cry. It was difficult to watch, but it made me cry. And personally, I think that there's a lot more programs that are more offensive, and there's subliminal messaging. Like there's a show Insatiable. It's a funny show. It's an adult show. However, it's very provocative, and it's about a married man who's also, I guess, bisexual, and he, promotes young women to be in pageants. So it shows this woman, this girl in pageants, and how her and his relationship, how it grows, but there's just so many like little inappropriate comments at times, where he says, "Oh, you look great, but you would look even better with a pearl necklace. And I think that's a little inappropriate. And there's also a few other shows too that I think are kind of inappropriate. The show I'm Sorry. I thought it was just going to be a funny show, and it turns out like they just start talking about like strippers, porn stars, and anal sex, and it's just kind of like within the first episode. And I thought it was going to be, I don't know, they're just kind of glamorizing sex in that way, and I think it's really, really sad. And then even there's a show called Unwell, which I watched, and the second episode, I believe, is on tantric sex. And they don't really go into this younger girl and this guy, but they are in the ad for it, and they do show it. And he's an older, not older, but I mean older than the girl. And the girl is blindfolded, and like he's like shoving a banana down her throat. And I mean, there's little subliminal things like this all over every show, like not every, but a lot of shows on Netflix. So I think that is really disturbing as well. So point being, I think that if you guys give it a chance and watch the Cuties show, it's not as bad as the clips that are being shown. Okay, and I'm 100% anti children, growing up this fast and doing these sexual moves, and it's disgusting. But hopefully it's an eye-opening experience, and I mean, I'm glad that everyone's like cancel Netflix, because at least it's showing that we're being more aware of what's going on. But I also think that we need to do our due diligence and listen and watch things before we make, I guess, the sound opinion on it, because I think it has a good message. So that is my daily or weekly episode to you guys, and thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.